Welcome to the GTP. My name is Scott, where we talk all things manga, and this video really is just a conversation between you and I about the new Crunchyroll store that bought out RightStufAnime, as you know, was the best place to buy manga. In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about the new website, as well as some tips and tricks I've learned along the way, and some suggestions for Crunchyroll when it comes to improvements. And in the comments below, I'd love to know from you, what are your thoughts about the new Crunchyroll website that you can now buy manga? Are you going to get some manga from there? Are you not? Are you shopping elsewhere? I'd love to know in the comments below. So let's go ahead and check out and ask the question, is this Crunchyroll store now the best place to buy manga? Let's go ahead and find out. All right, friends, just for you, I went and powered up to become a mega fan to go ahead and check out the new Crunchyroll store that overtook RightStufAnime. So let's go ahead. The first thing I want you to notice, maybe this is just on my fault here, it is silly, but I went and I saw manga. I'm like, oh, let's do some manga shopping. But when I clicked that manga button, it actually made it so it actually has available where you can read manga digitally, but I'm more of a physical manga person. So I made that mistake, silly me, but if you click store, that's where all the action is. So as you see here, one thing is nice if you want to look at your old Right Stuff orders. If I go ahead and click here to track order, it'll immediately bring me up to my account so I can go ahead and I can check out older orders. That's a nice feature. My guess eventually it's supposed to merge. I heard on the 25th of October at the latest it's going to merge, but for now let's go ahead and check out. Now if we go ahead and click manga and books, this is going to go ahead and bring us to the store itself. Now one thing that is nice so far as a mega fan is first you're getting that additional 10% off. So if I go ahead and I click here, let's say we want to get Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 20, it's in stock. One thing is nice here, I wish it showed the discount on the other page. It's not, where it still says $7.99, but on here we have a 10% off as well as the regular 20% off. So 30% off, which is not bad. Now, if you were a Right Stuff Got Anime member, you got an additional 5% off, which is no longer available, unfortunately, but there are some great discount codes I'm going to show you later in the video so I can help you save even more on your manga. So let's go ahead here. Now, something that's different as well is we can add up to 3 for each cart. And I've learned through going this is that it still has a cap of 50. So just like RightStufAnime, you can add up to 50 individual items. Now I can add more than one of those items. And if I do that, that will add more technically to your cart, but you can only have 50 individual items, just like RightStufAnime, which is a little unfortunate because if you're really trying to push that discount even more. But let's go ahead. The reason what I like about when I do manga shopping is mostly what I'm searching for is just pre-orders for future orders to come in. Now, Crunchyroll has said that you will not be charged until your item ships. Now, what I did was I actually put in an order already, and when I did that order, I actually did a bunch of pre-orders and I did one physical volume, and then a later video we'll see what that looks like. Now I did get charged at first on my card pending the entire order, and then the entire order got removed except for about $10 for one volume. So it looks like that is true. Now another thing is, it's a bit of a bummer here, but I wish I could actually see for pre-order the date, just like RightStufAnime used to, where it actually shows you the date next to it. Instead here, what you have to do is you actually have to click, and then when I click, that's where I get the release date. But I found a little secret to help us along so we don't have to deal with that, and that is adding something to your wish list. So this is probably the best way that I recommend shopping, especially for pre-orders, is click add to your wish list. I just have my list. Add to your wish list here. We'll click on this lovely heart and let's check out the wish list. So as you see here, if you're wondering, Scott, what are you going to be purchasing in the future? Well, let's check out the wish list here. And what's nice is on the wish list, it actually says here is the date of release. So I do appreciate, that's probably the best way if you really want to group your orders together, is I would recommend adding them all to a wish list and then buying from there. You can see the date added to your wish list. And then this would probably be the easiest way to add to cart. So Dan to Dan 7, add a cart that way. And now this is added to my cart. I can go ahead and we can add this to the cart, March 26th. If you, oh, no longer heroin, that's another one I want, add to cart. So that's gonna be the best way to go ahead and just add things to your cart. And when we click view cart, a shipping discount, it's supposed to charge me. Oh, from what I understand, it's $50, but looks like they're taking it off here for some reason. Now, I will say, unfortunately, I did learn that the codes do not stack. So as you see here where we get that lovely discount, if I add a different code here, it's not going to stack with being a mega fan. So a code currently right now that is available that RightStufAnime till the 31st of October. So if you're looking to get pre-orders in, this is the time to do it. This is as good as a 15% off at RightStufAnime, which is, this is phenomenal. So for shop CR15, if I go ahead and hit apply, that's gonna go ahead and now it's an extra 5%, which is now bumping this down even more. That, my friends, is what I would do right now. If you're looking to get anything for a pre-order, I actually don't mind getting my pre-orders at Crunchyroll right now. And that's what I'm doing right now. So one thing is a little glitchy is now it says I've only have 3 in my wish list, but fear not, if we click the wish list, everything comes back and now it says I have 40. So if you're looking at how's the best way to save money right now, think of it, this is just as that 15% code, that's the same as if you were a Got Right Anime member and a publisher sale, except for you can use it on anything. So that's what I would do right now. It appears at the warehouse, everything's still gonna be shipped from what it was, RightStufAnime. I just got an order from RightStufAnime and now it actually says Crunchyroll on it. So my guess that's what's gonna happen in the future. But let's go ahead and talk about some things that I do think have much room for improvement that I wish that they would do hopefully soon. First is I'm a little annoyed at some titles, as you see here, Choose to Marry King Volume 5. This is a pre-order, but I can't add it to my cart. I can only notify me when available, and that's a big bummer here, is I can't just automatically order it. And they've actually done that across the board. Now, my favorite feature of RightStufAnime was back ordering manga. If you watched my channel before, when they announced the Viz price increase, I said, if you don't have certain series, back order them now. And I did that with iShield. So I went and I typed in iShield here. And as you see, the ones that are in stock, we can automatically go ahead and add those to the cart. But anything that is considered sold out, which iShield is in between prints. It's not out of print. It's in between prints right now. And it's a bummer that, like before, I can't just go ahead and add them all to an order. So the only thing you can do now is click notify me when available and just remove notification. So unfortunately, that's the only thing I can do. We can also subscribe to a series to let you know when new items are added, which I appreciate, but I have heard there's a limit of up to 200 items. So depends on the series that you're following, but I can go ahead and I can subscribe to this, which we'll subscribe to this because I want to know when it's reprinted anyways. A next feature here is if we're going, we'll do shop all. If you're like, Scott, how do you know what's coming out or how you're looking to back order manga? I do appreciate here if I go ahead instead of match, if I do newest to oldest, this is going to go ahead and this will pop up the latest release date. So I do appreciate like RightStufAnime. They went and they added everything so I can see the latest that's being released all the way to ones that are currently out. And this is what I'm having to do right now is just search through my pre-orders. So what I do is typically before a big sale is I will just add everything that I'm looking for to my wish list. And then almost like this is the best thing for add to cart. So what I appreciate here is you see Mission Family here already has a heart knowing that this is on my wish list right now, but I'm just gonna add everything that I want to my wish list. And then I already back ordered this from RightStufAnime, so that's why this isn't back wish list. But as you see here, we're just gonna find what we want and we're just gonna click it and that will help us. Again, I wish we had a date here. I know this is coming out in April, but unfortunately for some reason they didn't add that onto there. Oh, and if you're a mega fan, not just a mega fans are 10% off, but mega fan is only 20 bucks for free shipping. That's great. That's actually really, really cheap. All right, let's go and talk about one more feature I hope is added in the near future. Wouldn't be surprised if they add it, but RightStufAnime had a great way that we can go ahead and we could just click new items, and then that would show you any new pre-orders that was going to be coming available. Right now with Crunchyroll, if I click new pre-orders, unfortunately, it's not going to be showing us manga. As you can see here, we have lovely figures here, but I don't want figures. But when I click product type, I don't have anything for manga. So I hope that's added soon, as that's the best way, at least for me, to see what new is coming out. Because of right now, having to go through all the manga just to find out what's new and sift through pages of pages, especially if they're doing newest to oldest and they're doing it by release date. What if they add a new item that's coming out in January, but I'm having to search through April? That means I'm having to scroll down over and over and over again. I know, first world problems here. To go ahead and hit the second page. I don't know what date it's in unless I click the actual manga itself, which is a bummer. So that's one feature I really hope that they add soon, as well as just having the date on the front. Yes, RightStufAnime is no more, but I do think it's worth giving Crunchyroll at least a fair chance. It's possible, due to hearing comments from me, comments from you, let people know they are listening on Twitter that, hey, we want it where we can back order manga. Hey, we want to see the release dates up front. It's very possible that they're willing to listen to our thoughts and possibly make changes. Your voice is a lot stronger than you realize. So I highly recommend letting them know what you think. When it comes to at least pre-ordering manga right now, especially, I believe they're going to come out with, I wouldn't be surprised, more codes. I'm just right now waiting for more 15% off codes. And with each 15% off code, I'm just going to wait till I have a bunch of manga that I'm looking for. I'll dump all those at once, and then I'll go ahead and I'll go shopping with it. That's what I'm going to do for now. It's what I recommend for you if you're looking again for pre-orders. The cheapest way, at least for pre-orders, I think right now is going to be going through Crunchyroll. It's a bummer though, having to wait for those discount codes. If you already have Crunchyroll at regular 10% off, that's not bad. It's 30% off on each manga. I don't know how much more of a good deal you're going to get. Hopefully this will be fixed soon, because I love Tomb Raider King. It's like Solo Leveling. So that's my experience so far. I went and I ordered some manga already that's being checked out. I'm so excited when it comes. I can go ahead and I can let you know about packaging if it's still from RightStufAnime's warehouse, but now just Crunchyroll. We'll see. But hey, that's my experience. The store's not too bad. I know people are saying it's a little finicky, and yes, some of the loading times, even with a good internet stream, is kind of funky, and it's not going as fast as I want. But you know, let's give it a chance. Give it a month or two to see how things go. But hopefully it's not as bad as we felt. So those are my thoughts about the overall new Crunchyroll store. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them below. And if you'd like to see more content like this and you've not done so already, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That helps others know about this community that we have built together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.